Hello guys, welcome to another video. First of all, I say that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you read the full story for yourself, you can go down in the description to find the link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What if Minato had adopted Obito? Or a better route? Part 26 or Chapter 26. Another 9 months passed in the Hidden Leaf. All of the clan heirs had turned 9 years old and continued to do well in their studies. Iruka had finally gotten Kakashi to give a little more effort on tests, which helped Shikamaru put a little more effort in as well. Of course, as soon as the two were done, they began to play shogi and ignored everything else around them. Sasuke had also been influenced by his cousin. Kakashi had ended up making Sasuke much more sociable, although he had developed a bit fan club with the girls around the village. It seemed that half of them had made a fan club from Sasuke. He had the loner factor going for him, as well as being the last Uchiha their age. Well, there was Kakashi, but most of the girls didn't see him as another but that funny kid who always talked in the third person, the other half for Naruto because he was the fourth Hokage's son. Naruto was currently at the top of the class with Sasuke following close behind. To be honest, no one of the students were doing bad. In fact, this was by far the most talented generation anyone had seen in ages. Hinata had developed a bit of crush on Naruto. Well, to be more accurate, she was heading ho- she was head over heels for the boy. Part of it was how hard the boy worked, but to be honest, the biggest reason was the way he encouraged and inspired her. Many people in her clan felt she was too weak to be a clan head, despite the fact that she was one of the best in her class. Most of them wanted Hinata to become the clan head as she was a protege. Hanabi to become the clan head as she was a protege with the gentle fist. Naruto always told her to ignore them and just keep working hard. Everything would work out in the end. Sakura and Ino had taken a shining to Sasuke, although he didn't return the feeling at all. He may have gotten more sociable, but he still wasn't much of a for girls just yet. They weren't too obvious with him, although they had to keep up with Hinata and Mito, so they didn't have time to go to boy crazy. That was the base for the past 9 months. Well, except for one little thing. Uncle sighed and followed Iruka. Honey, where are we going? We have been walking for the past 20 minutes and you still want to tell me where you still won't tell me where we are going. Iruka smiled at him. Oh, you will see. This is something really special. I can tell you about it. Finally, about after another 15 minutes, they got to where Iruka was heading. It was a beautiful lake, and Uncle couldn't help but think it was a familiar. Iruka smiled. Do you remember you told me after Orochimaru betrayed the village you were ready to give up on everything? This lake is what made you realize that you couldn't let him win. That if you had given up, you would be coward who wasn't worthy of being a ninja. You promised yourself that you would bring the honor that Orochimaru stole from you and the snakes. It was the clearest your mind had ever been. I thought it was the best luck for you. Iruka got down on knee and Uncle gasped. Iruka-kun. Iruka opened a small box he had been holding. Uncle Itarashi, will you marry me? Uncle. You tackled him onto the ground and smoothed him with smothered him with kisses, smothered him with kisses. Of course I will, you idiot. Iruka tried to get up, but Uncle pinned him onto the ground. Oh no, you don't. You are going to stay here for a while. We need to celebrate. Uncle and Iruka stayed there for the rest of the day until they finally went home to give everyone the good news. Everyone couldn't help but notice their messy hair and wrinkled clothes. There's some fun times. Kakashi stood with his friends as they got fitted for dresses fitted for dress kimonos. Sasuke wasn't in the wedding, but Naruto was, so it was just those two who were being fitted. They were currently having a conversation about having to dance with the girl at the wedding. Sasuke was complaining, "Do I even have to dance with a girl at the wedding?" Then Naruto shook his head, "No, but Auntie Rin says we are supposed to." Sakura grows, "Why, Sasuke ground? Why isn't it like we don't see them all the time at the academy?" Naruto rolled his eye. "You just don't want to deal with your fan club." Sasuke nodded. "Well, yeah, just because you tolerate yours doesn't mean I have to tolerate mine." Naruto raised an eyebrow. "So girls like you, so what? It's not like you have to be mean to them." Sasuke forwarded, "Don't doesn't mean I have to dance with them either. So does that mean you are gonna dance with Hinata?" Naruto didn't understand, but he flinched when he slowly kneeled, Neil pricked his arm. Ned pricked his arm. "What does Hinata have to do with anything?" Sasuke couldn't believe Naruto even had to ask that. She is like your number one fan girl. She flashes if you so much as talk to her. Naruto thought about it. He might actually be right about it. I guess she does, but she is just shy, isn't she? Isn't she? Kakashi laughed. "Girls so are just shy. Girls don't hide in bushes and watch you train. Even Kakashi knows she likes you. Wait, how do you know if you are even like a girl? Even like a girl?" Sasuke slapped his forehead. His cousin was a genius and an idiot at the exact same time. If you think she is pretty and you want to be around her a lot, then you like her. Kakashi asked, "How do you know if you even like a girl?" Kakashi nodded. "Oh yeah, Kakashi thinks he likes a girl." Sasuke wasn't expecting that. Really, who? Kakashi didn't know if he should tell them. Kakashi doesn't think you are supposed to tell people. Naruto was glad his feeding was done. That dude poked him like 40 times. "You don't even have to tell us unless you want to, Kakashi, but we wouldn't tell anyone if you do." Kakashi figured he could trust them. Kakashi likes, or at least he thinks he does. Sasuke jaw dropped. "Why do you think that Fangirl?" Kakashi got defensive. Isn't Fangirl, she just like Sasuke. Sasuke shuffled. "Then why did she ask to be my date to the wedding?" Kakashi thought he already answered that. "Because she likes you." Kakashi just said that. Naruto chuckled. He got a point. He's got a point. She doesn't stalk you or anything, right? Sasuke said, "No, but I think she will like Kakashi if she likes me right now." "No, but I don't think she will like Kakashi if she likes me now." Kakashi shrugged. Kakashi knows that it's a crush. I am not in love with her. Sasuke couldn't really argue with that. "Yeah, I guess I am still not dancing with anyone." Naruto was training in the massive backyard of the Senju estate, going about his usual routine, when he suddenly remembered something Sasuke had said to him earlier in the day. He picked up one of the smoke bombs he had been practicing with and tossed it into the bushes nearby. Hearing a distraction sound, when he did, Hinata ran out of the bushes with her classic "Yeep, yeep." Naruto folded his arms and gave Hinata a funny look. "Why are you watching me train?" Hinata turned the color of her bright red tomato. "Well, you see, I." Naruto frowned. "Hinata, we are friends. Just tell me why you are watching me train." Hinata took a deep breath. "I'm sorry. I get very nervous because I train and watch you training watching. I get very nervous before I train, and watching you helps. You are so brave and strong." Naruto didn't understand. "Why do you get nervous before training?" Hinata looked at the ground and muttered that he, the, he, the Hyuga Council, they don't think I would make a good clan head. They are always judging me and, well, telling me I should let Hanabi be clan head. Naruto couldn't help but think that Hinata wasn't just getting put down because they didn't think she was good enough, mainly because she was a very good shinobi. Naruto made a shrug. "Talk to your dad about it. I'm sure he will stop them." Hinata was spiked at Bactial at that. "I don't know. He pushes me harder than anyone." Naruto raised an eyebrow. "Does he put you down?" Hinata shook her head. "Then you just ask him." Hinata nodded to Naruto. "Thank you, Naruto." Naruto gave her a big hug which nearly made her faint. "No problem, Hinata-chan." Hinata quickly got out of there, her face turning shades of red that normal, weren't normally possible. Hinata knocked on the door to her father's office and heard him yell, "Come in." Hinata looked at her father and did her best not to stutter. "I've got something I wish to talk to you about." Hiyashi motioned her to sit down. "Of course, sweetie. What can I do for you?" Hinata shuffled nervously. "Well, the people who train me when you can't are insulting me." Hiyashi immediately jumped up. "What? This is unacceptable. They will be severely punished for this." Hinata wasn't done. "It's not that, father. I could deal with that. They seem to be doing it at the regular for the regard of the Hyuga Council." Hiyashi ground his teeth. Specifically do they say?" Hinata was starting to think this might actually work out, that Hanabi should be the clan head because I am too weak. Hiyashi leaned back in his chair with a very worried look on his face. Why am I just hearing about this now?" Hinata looked down. "You push me harder than anyone. I didn't think you would care." Yashi put his head on her shoulder. "Hinata, I don't push you because I think you're weak. Just the opposite. You are putting yourself down the same reason I am pushing you so hard. They know you can do great things. I have wanted to get rid of the cage bird seal ever since it took my brother from me, but I could never do it. You have a change of the change to change things. You have a chance to change things. You are young enough to do it. They fear you, Hinata. They fear you, Hinata. That's the only reason they are trying to destroy your confidence." Hinata couldn't believe her father that highly of thought that highly of her. Arigato. Thank you. Yeah, here she smiled at his daughter. Go get training. I will be there in about half an hour. Don't pay any mind to those fools they started to insult you if they start to insult you." Hinata ran off to the training ground with a smile on her face. She had a chance to save Neji, and she wasn't going to waste that. Hinata stood across from Iruka. Anko stood across from Iruka. She was dressed in a beautiful kimono with Iruka smiling back at her in his dress kimono. The ceremony was beautiful, amazing red roses and decoration everywhere. It was pretty much every girl's fantasy, other than Anko swearing in her, uh, s- other than Anko swearing in her vows. At one point, Kakashi leaned over to Naruto and asked him what one of the words meant, and Naruto didn't know either. The reception was the really fun part, an open bar and karaoke where all of the adults needed to have fun. As for the kids, just listen to the music and dance the night away. Hana was dancing with Itachi. Mito managed to go get Kiba and dance to after his sister asked her to. Sasuke turned down Ino for a dance, but convinced her to dance with Kakashi. Hinata once again had to stop herself from fainting when Naruto asked to dance with her. Yeah, it was a fun night for all. They could have expected nothing less from a wedding of Uncle Midarashi. Actually, it was Uncle Imo, Imono. Imono. No. Yeah, I didn't know Iruka's last name was that. But that's all for this video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Subscribing is the best way to be notified for future parts. That's all for this part 26 of What If Minato Had Adopted Obito. I have to see you in the next one. Bye bye.